Okay. Hey guys, everybody can hear me? Yeah, great. Okay, we're from the Youth Council of Lund, Sweden, and we're here to tell you a bit about how we do things in Sweden. And yeah. You can do the pressing, yeah. Thank you. So it all began on the island of Ven, which is just off the coast of Sweden, in 2002 with Tor. I don't know if Tor is in the audience. Yeah, he's right in the back. He got a mission to increase the youth influence in the municipality of Lund. And they invited some politicians, some youth, and some youth workers, and they came up with some ideas about a youth parliament and having a web page and a meeting place for people to just hang around and do projects and stuff. So the first big meeting was held in 2003, and everything was decided, the rules and how it was going to be run. And just a year after, we were awarded with the best youth municipality of the year, and we got the same award this year. So yeah, it's going great. And this is Anna and Tor, which is basically the original members, you know, the founding members, and they have done a lot of work for Orikos youth. So yeah, there are three keystones to our little organization. It's dialogue, influence and participation, and own activities. And dialogue, we think it's really important to have an open dialogue with the politicians of the municipality, a way for youth to express their opinions and come with their ideas. And influence and participation, it's also important that they really feel that they can do something. It's not just for show, it's supposed to happen stuff as well, and that's really important. And own activities, we have our own budget and we do our own projects. There's no involvement from outside organizations, and that's really important. Some great zooming going on. And yes, this is how it's formed. In the middle you can see the coordination group, which it's the people that does the big meetings, which we have 4 times a year. And around it's the rest of the committees. They work with smaller projects, more focused, and they're not all active at the same time. Some of them are maybe in stasis for a couple of months, and if there's a project that fits with the committee, they can do it.
Oh.
Yeah, perfect. And yeah, the committees and the coordination group, they're really important because they do the big meetings, and anybody is welcome in the coordination group. You can be completely new and you can go to the coordination group and help out. And yeah, every year we get 100,000 Swedish kronor from the municipality, which we use to fund projects. And to get this money, you have to go to one of the big meetings, and you have to present your idea in front of the whole council, and you have to tell us what you're going to use the money for, and so on. And then there's a vote if they're going to get the money. I think the maximum amount is 33,000, so that's a third is the max one project can get. Yeah, we have our council meetings in the City Hall of Lund. It's a rather big place, so we can fit about 200 people. It's almost about 180 participants, sometimes over 200 there's always a theme on the big meetings, and if it's a good theme, maybe more people will come. So yeah, and this is where all the important decisions are made. Everything is up for voting.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the motions. Yeah, the ones who can vote in the council are the ones the youth that are in between 12 and 25 years old. That's how we more boys. Course. And we choose a chairman and secretary every year. Every time we have the meetings, so it's not the same every meeting. It's really important. And of course we have a break to meet politicians, talk with each other, and have some fika. some coffee. And that's really important. The politicians, there's actually a lot of politicians that comes down to the big meetings and listen to us and talk to us. And we have workshops and discussion groups afterwards. And sometimes we have some very nice guest speakers that tell us about the thing we're doing. And this is a policeman that's being questioned by the youth, and you can see there's always somebody to translate it to sign language so everybody can understand. And that's the guy that's the moderator for that meeting. Some post-it notes. I think it's some brainstorming activity going on. Yeah, here's some bullet points. Yeah, as I said, 12 to 25. That's how we define youth. It's a flat organization, so there's everybody is equal. There's nobody that gets more votes than anybody else. Nobody's votes is more important than anybody else. It's just one vote per person. And it's we that decide how it should work. If we want to change something, we can do a motion and we can discuss it with the other youth and try to change it. And it's of course, respect your friends. Discrimination or racism is not tolerated. And it's a political free zone, so you only represent yourself. You don't represent the party, it's only yourself you're voting for. And we don't expect you to, if you want to be involved, you don't have to spend like hours a day working. You spend as much time as you have, as much free time as you have on this, and help out as much as you can. And we have full responsibility over all projects. There's no adults that interfere. And we're always expanding, of course, and that's really important because Lund is a rather big city, so it's a diverse group of people, so it's important to try to involve everybody. But most important of all, have fun.
And until now, we've had 40 council meetings since 2002. Yeah, and every meeting has its theme. So we've had future, health, culture. Yeah, you can see some of them. Keep on. And we say that it's a big community of opportunity because we can expand. We can everyone's involved. And we have one project that's called Youth on Stage, which is a one-day festival that are arranged by youths, for youth. And it's since 2004 being held by the Culture Committee that's a part of the Youth Council. And it's all about music, art, poetry. We have a cafe and workshops, and it's just a great day. And it's sponsored by the Youth Council and the Culture Cash, which I'm going to tell you later about. Yeah, okay, yeah. And it's voluntary work, of course, so you don't have to be there if you don't want to. And Linda is going to tell you about the project later, yeah. Okay. And fair trade. The environmental committee, that's not, yeah, it is active right now, because in Lund before there was only one cafe that served ecological coffee, and since it's Lund and everyone drinks coffee, that was a disaster. So what we did was that we went out on the streets and gave people free notes that you could hand in the cafe that we ran for free coffee. So you could change these tickets for coffee. And after that, people started to serve ecological coffee, and now it's more than 80% coffee that's fair trade. And Lund was the fair trade city year 2007. So it's a dream come true. And also we have this no racists. It's we're not racist at all, because that's not allowed in the youth council. It's a no racist area that everyone's since everyone's allowed to feel, everyone should feel welcome. So we if anyone's expressing racist opinions, they're not allowed to be there. And and we had a while ago we had a campaign that was the equality committee. They held, it was Youth Against Racism, and it was like when the EU selection and the Swedish election was to support that, and we managed to do that with stickers and posters and debates, so we could like get it out into the society, I guess. And we're all like a big happy family. Yeah, because we have the Youth Ombudsman. And what is that? It was founded in 2009 because we needed some young people that could work side by side with the grown-ups to be able to like express and help the teenagers and youths express themselves, since they've just been teenagers themselves. And it's to increase the youth influence in Lund, and to create a link between youth politicians and officials. They also how do I express that? Yeah, they're also in charge of Culture Cash, Ungmennaráð, which is our website, and the Youth Council. And every ombudsman gets replaced after 1 or 1.5 year of employment, because then they're grown up, and we need like some new blood, I guess you can say. And why do we have this? Well, young adults are younger than old adults. So that's pretty much it, because they can relate easier since they've just been there. And it's to wash away hierarchy within the group. And 2008 we had Ebba, and she didn't have the title of ombudsman, but she did the same work, and she worked side by side with Tor and Anna. So that's how it started. Then we had Linda and Victor. That's Linda, wave.
You can't get out of here?
Nope. Then we had Linda and Martin. Then Belle and Julia. Then Leo and Lovisa. Leo is here, so you can wave if you want to. No, okay, you don't.
Jessica.
You missed Jessica.
Yeah, it's the old one.
Oh.
I think we got the new one. So.
Yeah.
There was another one in between,
Yeah.
so Jessica.
Yeah.
But, that's me.
And now Leo is going to leave and get replaced by Ellie, so you can wave. And yeah, that speaks for itself. And this is our social media. That's our website, ungelund.se, where we write about what's happening in Lund and what youth can do, and what's happening, the projects and stuff, and the Facebook account, and the Twitter. Are you still tweeting?
No.
No, okay, we're not, but we have a Twitter account.
2 followers.
Yeah. And this is Culture Cash, which is a fund with a budget of 300,000 kronor per year. And you can apply for Culture Cash and get your project sponsored by it. And well, you apply for the money for projects such as movies, fashion shows. You can read the list. And it's a great opportunity. Like if you want to do anything but you don't have the money because it's expensive, then you can just apply for the money and get them for your own. Like if you want to, you can have a concert, you can have a festival. I think a bunch of guys actually, they had a skating festival once, and like they just came up with a skateboard, and I was like, okay, so this is us. We want to apply for the money because we need it, and it was huge. So it was a great thing.
I'm sorry, where does this money come from?
Kommunen. Well,
Municipality.
Municipality.
yeah. And Bytargatan 6. This is our headquarter for youth influence, and we have activities. Our ombudsmen, they work there, and it's a central location. It's downtown in Lund, and it's a conference hall. So we have all our meetings there, and you can just hang out there if you want to. If you need some help with a project or anything, you can talk to the ombudsman. And this is only the beginning. We're growing, and a lot more youths, they get involved every youth council, and hopefully it will just get bigger and bigger, and we'll have much more influence when when the politicians in Lund make decisions about us, because that's what it's all about.
And
And
Maybe
this is
we can take the Nepal thing first.
the Nepal thing first?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Nepal. Yeah.
Okay, so we're done. Thank you.